Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Sailorette.Plans. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And today I have all 3 of my planners here because I will be doing a pre-planned video. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, I couldn't find my notes, or sticky notes rather, so I just pulled one of these papers. Sorry if you think that's like ghetto or whatever, but also I think like using so much sticky notes is a little bit of a waste. I only really do it as a visual reference for you guys anyway, so I hope that this is okay. So as I mentioned, I have 3 planners, so this is kind of also like a planner lineup update, like mid-year update. So I have, you know, this planner here, which I'll talk about in a second. I have my #1 most favorite prized possession planner, my Erin Condren one. This is the 7x9 vertical that I use for memory keeping, and then I have this planner here that I use for my to-do list. It's also vertical and a classic. That is the Tanya Garcia. And here is the newest edition that I'll be adding. I kind of alluded to this kind of like towards the beginning of the year when I was like talking about these kinds of videos, actually pre-planned videos, but this is a undated dashboard because I want to start kind of like getting my social media kind of like in order, and it kind of gets a little bit lost in my vertical planner, which is like my to-do list, which I use for like chores and a little bit of social media planning, but I didn't like how the layout was like vertical. Like I feel like it was like not productive. So this is my first time ever trying a dashboard. I was also highly inspired by Mary Ellen over at Planning with Bumble, but of course Michelle on Plan on it as well. So many other, influencers use a dashboard for their social media planning for a reason. So I was like, I need to see what this is all about. So I don't necessarily have to be in this on a weekly basis, which is also good, which is why I also got the undated because of that reason. I am not a fan of the what do you call this? Dividers. I always call them dashboards. I'm not a fan of the dividers. I'm not a fan of the cover, but this is like my work related, even though I don't make any kind of money off of social media at all. But that being said, let's get into this video. And since we're already talking about this planner, the dashboard one, I will not be pre-planning in this video for the month of June because I already kind of decorated. I couldn't wait, you guys. I already decorated it. I decorated it for June, and I used Let's Plan with Sarah stickers. Let me move these out of the way real quick. I used Let's Plan with Sarah's stickers. This is Ray over at Practical Plans with Ray's Dream Sheet, and I already PR'd this on my Instagram and started writing on it. This is my dream sheet that Sarah over at Let's Plan with Sarah drew for me, and it is called Jess Goes Scuba Diving, and I absolutely love that Sarah does that for her PR team. So you can go ahead and use Jess20 if you're interested in shopping, or anybody else's like code really, but it would be nice if you use mine. And usually Sarah has really good deals and new sheets on Tuesdays, so she has them usually 50% off, and then the rest of her shop is like 25% off. So that's a better deal anyways than my code, but just putting it out there that if you shop on a non-Tuesday, you can always use my code. And if you're shopping on a deal, you can put my code in the description box, or in the, what do you call that? In the notes section on Etsy. This, I really don't love these stickers, which is why I wanted to use them here. This is the Live with Posh Luxe Living or something like that. And I don't like these stickers. I'm actually really not a fan of hot pink and black together. I just don't really like the color hot pink. But I do like how this spread came together. There's still tons of function for me. And I was just kind of like playing around with this, layout because it's a new layout for me. And again, with the Luxe Living, I put a little less stickers on this one. And yeah, another one from Luxe Living. These are the sets from that sticker book that I really wasn't a fan of, but I'm so happy that I have an excuse to use them anyways. So those are the pages that I've decorated for the month of June thus far, so that's why I will not be doing any kind of pre-plan. I want to also say that the purpose of my pre-plan, I will flip this over so that the white balance doesn't get all kind of kooky on the video, but I want to also say that the reason for my pre-planning is I use it so that I can kind of like use my stickers and kind of know what I have. It's really fun to kind of like seasonally decorate, in my humble opinion. So we know that the upcoming season is summer for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm currently now in the Southern Hemisphere in French Polynesia, and it took us a whole month to sail here. I'm now currently in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's technically winter, and it's like anywhere between 68 to 75 degrees, so that's like 20 to 24 degrees Celsius. And yeah, so I still very much live like a summer life, so I will be like pre-planning like summer, you know. It's so confusing because all my life I've been in the Northern Hemisphere, and everything is like flipped being in the Southern Hemisphere. And like 68 to 75 degrees isn't like cold by any means, but it is relatively chilly in comparison to my Caribbean and Central American life that I've been living the last 3 years. So yes, pre-planning is so that I can seasonally decorate, grab all my seasonal stickers so that I know what kind of stuff I have, that I keep it in rotation. I at least know what stickers I haven't used. So those are my reasonings for pre-planning. It also kind of takes the guesswork out of those days that I'm feeling like not really in the mood or not really inspirational. I already have thought of a plan in advance. And of course, pre-planning isn't like a set in stone kind of thing. Like I am able to change it. Like if some life event happened and I really want to commemorate whatever happened that week, then I'll go ahead and switch my plan. But it's nice to have like a pre-plan, like a pre-decorated like plan or vision ahead just in case, you know? So this planner I've basically been using also for like promoting my social media stuff. And since I'm on 2 PR teams, I'm on Let's Plan with Sarah, and I'm also on Verse Planning PR affiliate team. I'm only on that team until the end of August. So I would appreciate if you shop, you can use my code JESS15. This planner I use a lot of like Let's Plan with Sarah stickers. This is my to-do list planner so that I can kind of like stay on schedule on a day-to-day basis or week-to-week basis. Yeah, so I don't know if you want to see, but I'm basically going to just be using all of Let's Plan with Sarah stickers. All of the dream sheets that I've gotten and have also purchased, I'll be using for this month. So I'll like pop images here of the stickers. Again, 50% off sale on Tuesdays for the new sheets. So yeah, so just popping up some images here now on what I plan to use for the month of June for Let's Plan with Sarah, and maybe even a verse planning sticker. So I already know that's what I'm going to be using, and I don't need to write anything down. However, for my memory keeping planner, this one, my Erin Condren little baby, for the month of June, this is basically all that we're going to be pre-planning in this video. I hope you don't mind. Now, I don't really have anything to note in the monthly, so I don't really write anything on there. Like, I know that for June, it is Pride Month, so I really want to be doing something celebratory of Pride Month. So I haven't printed it out yet, but like 2 years ago, I bought from Planet Darby these like rainbow kites, and I always since then have wanted to do like a pride spread with them. So I'll pop the image here. So I'm thinking about doing like a Planet Darby kites with Mickey Mouse, because I don't use Mickey Mouse stickers that often, and I have so many. It's like crazy. I really love how he's looking up here, so I think I might do like kites flying around him. And I also like this image of him like hanging off, so I think I'll do like a kite here, and he's like being blown away by the kite. So something like that for the month of June, to kind of also bring in some Disney, because I've been not doing as many Disney spreads, unfortunately, and I absolutely love Disney. So I'm just going to write here EC June monthly Pride, and I'm going to be using Planet Darby, Rainbow Kites, and Mickey Mouse. I'll just put Mickey Mouse. All right, so that's my June monthly. And then for the first week of June, it's actually Memorial Day right now, the day that I'm filming this, but I'm not going to be doing a Memorial Day spread. I'm going to be doing a like hiker themed spread. So I'm thinking about using either Let's Plan with Sarah stickers, which I'll pop the image here, but it's like a vintage like travel set with this Recollections sticker book. It's so old, it's literally falling apart. I have these like Hawaiian themed stickers, which I'm definitely gonna be using very soon. But this is really, really old, and there's a section in here. I'll do like a quick flip through so that you could see it. Here's like a pink and teal like travel theme, ocean theme, but here it is. It is our destinations, the great outdoors, memories, and there's like trees and these stickers here. So I'm thinking about doing that combination or this other combination with Mushy Works, which I'll show you in a second. But we've been doing a little bit of hiking here, which is so much fun. Here is my Mushy Works sticker album, and let's see if I could find it. Oh, right here. Here we are. So it's the Camp Mushy Works. So I'll show you the set like this right here. These are the stickers that I'm thinking about using for that week. Here's some more Camp Mushy, and with the combination of the Recollections sticker books. So I am gonna put this away and I'm gonna write that down. Okay, so I'm gonna write first week of June, 5/27 through 6/2. Gonna do Camp Mushy Works with Recollections Travel, or Let's Plan with Sarah with Recollections Travel. All right, so now for the second week of June, which is going to be the 3rd through the 9th, I'm thinking a underwater theme using, as I kind of like showed you, my scuba diving stickers from Let's Plan with Sarah. I'm thinking about also pairing it with my other Let's Plan with Sarah dream sheet, which is called Sail Away with Jess, as well as Plans manatees and Planet Darby turtles. So I will have popped all of these images on the screen. So all I'm gonna do is write underwater theme. Also, I think we will be sailing this week as well. We're gonna be sailing from the Gambier Island, so Ricketea, to Howe Island, which is Tuamotu's, and that's about 450 to 470 miles. So it's going to be another 5-day sail. So I think we're going to be sailing this week. So it would be nice to do like an underwater theme. Okay, so now for the 3rd week of June, I am thinking about doing, again, more Let's Plan with Sarah. Even though I'm going to already be featuring them in my other planner, I really, really love these stickers. So I'm thinking about using them, and it's like a boho theme, and I'm thinking about using, like I said, I'll be popping it on the screen, but I think I'm also going to be using it with ParabataiGFX Boho Dreams. I want to also use this Hidden Jungle spread. Oh, I guess I could get rid of this too. I want to use this Hidden Jungle sticker book so much, so I don't know when I'll be able to use that, but I'm also thinking about pairing it with some of like a verse planning jungle theme. I'll show you that in a second. But so here I will show you a quick flash through. I know everybody has this sticker book or has seen it at the very least, so I think some of these layering elements would be really fun with Let's Plan with Sarah. So I will be using that combo here. So I'm gonna do boho theme here for that week. It's also Father's Day that week. Okay, and now for this week, for the 4th week of June, there's 5 weeks, at least in my Erin Condren there is, but not Boho Dreams. Hidden Jungle has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful waterfalls that I have been saving because there are lots of beautiful tropical waterfalls here in French Polynesia, so I really want to use those stickers in combination with these stickers here. Let me see. This is my verse planning envelope. So yeah, so I have these stickers from Verse Planning that I got during her Thanksgiving sale. So I think I've pretty much shown these in a haul, but these girlies are indigenous, and the people here look kind of similar to this. A lot of Central Americans, like indigenous Central Americans, like Mayans, look like this as well. So I love that I could use them either way, like for Thanksgiving, or, you know, she's definitely giving Pocahontas vibes, but also, like, you know, to represent the people here, the French Polynesians. So these kind of are, these are other stickers. And if not these stickers, then I'm thinking about using like the safari theme that I've always wanted to use for a very long time, and I've been kind of like obsessing. This envelope's falling apart, but I'll show you because I think this, like, this girl's perfect, right? Like, she matches the vibes. I think this matches the vibes a little bit more with ParabataiGFX, but we'll see. Like, she is a little too fancy in my opinion. She's cute, so is she. And Verse Planning offers them in 2 different shades. So shade 1 is like the darker shade, and then the shade 2 is like the lighter shade. This bundle, unfortunately, is sold out at this point. I have a duplicate there. But, like, she's super cute, and she's really cute. And these are all like the functional pieces, like the decorative boxes and stuff like that with the days of the week. And okay, my camera cut off and I had no idea, but thankfully I caught it in time, and I'm not sure exactly where I left off, but these are the decorative sheets, and what I was trying to say was that if you see something from Verse Planning, you kind of have to like snatch it, because otherwise things will sell out, and she doesn't really restock them. She just would rather keep pushing out new things than restocking old things. So that's kind of what I wanted to say there. And that concludes this spread, or this pre-plan with me. The only other thing I had mentioned was that I think I'm going to be switching around 4th week and 5th week. So instead of that like this jungle theme that I mentioned just now, I think I'll be doing a summer spread for that week, and like switching those 2 weeks around, because summer begins on the 20th and I really want to use something like bright and fun. So I'll be popping an image here on the sticker book that I'm going to be using. I have it, I just need to dig it out. It's really inaccessible at this point, so I didn't really want to move stuff around because we are going to be sailing again very soon. So I don't want to, like, you know, mess with my stash too much for the sake of this video. But it's a really fun sticker book. I'm sure you have seen it, flip throughs and all of that, because it's an older one and it's a happy planner one. And yeah, I really think it'll be a fun way to start the season or kick off the season. But that's everything, you guys. That's everything for this video. This is my pre-plan with me. It seems that I have inspired quite a few of my fellow friends here that do YouTube videos to do pre-planned videos as well. So I highly suggest that you do the same. I think it's really fun. It kind of helps you get a little bit more organized. You can do more in-depth pre-plans. I've gotten this idea from Desiree as well as Kendra with a Plan. So yeah, this is not an original idea or anything, but I think it's really fun, and I highly encourage you to do the same. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, pretty please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because it is free after all, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bon voyage!